Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, cut, 70 ending. Check, no. Cross the right. Right, straight.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Third down, here's Haskins. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go team. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you. I got you.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run with Hines. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Airing one out for Crowder. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. 18 Gator. They're running it.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Got it. Check. 59. Falcons defense, Falcons.
On second and 11 now. Haskins, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
We're ready. 60 out long. 59. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
They go play action with Haskins. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the toss, Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 31. Single, 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 single. Watch Mike. And let's get this.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check 53. Double dog. That's the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53.
Now Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The toss play to Mixon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
315. 53 is the mic. Get your swerve on.
On first down, Hines. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the leg.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
73. Quit talking about it and bring it. Jack. 95.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
There. 52, Mike, 52. Coming to you. 52's the move.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
You better bring.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Now it's Haskins. Robinson's got it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe.
Throwing again. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along.
Here we go. Here we go. Look at the flag. Hey, 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 hey.
Mixon with a first down carry. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A beautiful fake. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Touch 50, touch 50. 12.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. You can't block me. You can't. Friday. Rotate. Come out.
Here's Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Wilson. Going up top for Miller. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Watch the run. Baby, that's big.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
Let him know.
2nd down, Haskins. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On play action, Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Now it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
All goes special. All goes special.
That team on the Bucks. Let's go. Let's go. Hang on. Number 53. Mike 53.
Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd and short. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
That's good for the Falcons. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
380.
52. Hey, 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 hey.
On first down, Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 59 Mike.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. He finds Hopkins complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Get there. My 52. Let's go. Come on. Switch.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Sponge.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
You got nothing. Check 31, check 31.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Watch twist, watch twist.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
25, check 25, check 25. Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, Ertz has it left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now it's Hines, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Pick it up, B.
And he's going to have have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And Robinson with a big catch. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check, 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 check.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st down, Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Look at the big man rumble. The 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
14.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go, go.
Right 52, right 52. Y'all not ready?
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, Mixon, and an alley to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Joe Mixon, 68 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Green 80.
52. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
49. Check.
Alert.
On second down, it's Hines. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
Cut. 15.
Cut.
12.
Alert 3.
12.
Alert 3.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 53. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
They run again with Hines. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Alert flare.
14.
Here's Wilson. And he's got Miller. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Check 52.
Wilson to throw.
That's track.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
It's complete. It's Miller. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll check this down to Hines. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
No pass. No pass.
This is Hines. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win